their only ticket to university or college. This results in schools amongst at-risk youth, reducing opportunity for social development. This shows the need to emphasize the importance of education, staying in school, and sport by MLSE.
One of our recommendations to Launchpad is to implement more sport and academic collaborating programs. One of the major keys to having a sport for development program is to increase participation, and sports are a great way to engage the youth. But by simply focusing on sport and not improving academic achievement through academic programs, how is this beneficial for all youth? As stated in MLSE's Theory of Change, for youth who are in school, the goal with their Sport Plus and Plus Sport programs are to increase academic achievement first, and then academic attainment in the long term. Since participation is the main goal of MLSE and is a sport-branded organization, the focus will tend to be on sport. However, to truly help youth improve their academic abilities, encouraging youth to become engaged in academic-related tasks and out-of-class learning experiences will increase the amount of time and energy that they spend on academic-related tasks, thus stimulating the creation of balance between academics and athletics. Some programs that could benefit the youth coming to the programs are ones that focus on reducing test anxiety, effective note-taking, and study strategies. The idea of implementing academic programs into pre-existing sport programs at Launchpad was sparked by Launchpad's own Ballmatics, which focuses on incorporating math and basketball. Sport participation on its own provides opportunities for individuals to achieve positive youth development through the socialization experiences. If this is the case, then by combining sport and academic programs, Launchpad can attain its goal of academic success in youth. A second recommendation for Launchpad is to incorporate youth with disabilities into the sporting programs. Launchpad's Sport Plus and Plus Sport programs are ideal for fostering social development for youth with disabilities, as they provide the combination of support and opportunities required for overall healthy growth. A recommendation is to integrate youth with disabilities and create modified programs that cater to all bodies at Launchpad. By doing this, it allows all youth to be physically active and creates a positive space for social inclusion. Studies have shown that although wheelchair-exclusive sports create a positive self-perception for disabled individuals, it is usually beneficial to those with less severe injuries. However, for individuals with more severe and long-term disabilities, the leading role of sport is for the social aspect, as it drives emotional well-being. This is also important for non-disabled youth, as it allows them to learn to be accepting of those who are different. Thus, incorporating all youth into modified sport programs is a strong recommendation. Our third and final recommendation is for Launchpad to increase community engagement and outreach programs. In order to help achieve sustainable developmental outcomes, MLSE should be partnering with local schools in order to track developmental progress. Coakley states that in order to reap the benefits of sport participation, there is a need for progressive change at a collective or community level. MLSE should be monitoring the participants throughout the term and encouraging them to provide feedback to Launchpad based on their behavior, grades, and overall performance. Being able to apply theory to practical work in a project that can hopefully initiate change is pretty cool in my eyes, because everything I've learned from January to now has shaped this project. From our first lecture with Lindsay, when we went over the story of Fred Saskamoose, I was really drawn into the course and realized how many untold stories there are.
I have learned how programs that have a true development side have more lasting effects and teach more practical life skills. I have also learned how structure for sport and development programs are very important in overall execution and in producing the greatest participant yield.
In reflecting on the concepts we've learned throughout the term, it's clear that the values and mission of MLSE Launchpad are moving in the right direction by combining sport and development programming to engage local youth. Despite the severe lack of education in our society about the ongoing oppression of Indigenous groups, NGOs like MLSE Launchpad are driven to combat this issue by targeting systemic inequalities and youth-facing barriers. The ignorance of our society as a whole severely impedes the integration and equality of minority groups, and this project seemed to be a wake-up call for both myself and my colleagues that despite the self-proclaimed diversity of the country we live in, we do not exist on an equal playing field. Although course material has answered many of my questions about integration of Indigenous communities, it has also provided frameworks and ideas that have opened my mind to an entirely new set of questions.
What I did learn through my project was that one of the main barriers was in regards to social isolation and how that can reduce opportunities for social development. Fostering social development is also a combination between society's role in providing the community and individuals with the resources necessary for cultivating
created using Powtoon.